Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today I'm going to be doing an anime review on Shingeki no Bahamut Episode 4. Now, this week's episode, we have a lot of character development for our two main male characters, Favreau and Kaiser. We have a lot of development between these two characters, but I just want to talk about Rita right off the bat. Rita. As we know, she was introduced in last week's episode as the zombie girl. She was a necromancer. Well, in this week's episode, Rita once again proves why I have a lot of faith in her character. Why I said I was hyped for her character after last week's episode. Because this episode, she summons freaking dude, she uses a staff. And she turns these people into zombies. She can actually bite people and turn them into zombies. So, it is confirmed she is an official zombie, but I wonder exactly how she managed to keep her status, like her brain status, you know, where she's not insane like a zombie. But either way, though, when you see her pull out the staff and start having zombies, and that music plays, oh my god, that OST. That OST, when you saw Rita just taking helm of the ship and just flooring the fucking ship across the ocean, that was funny. Come on, anyone else laughing when you saw that entire scene where Rita was just holding up the staff and you just see the zombies manning the ship and all that? You see the ship just going full speed ahead? Oh my god, that's pretty freaking funny. Apparently, necromancer magic from Rita can cause a boat to go like a speedboat. Somehow. I don't know how that was possible, but still, it happened. Now, with this episode, let's get into the actual development with the characters. The main importance, the biggest importance you can get from this episode is the entire background and the development with Favreau and Kaiser, and the ending part of this episode with finding out that, you know, for instance, Amida is being taken up into the sky. That's pretty much what happened at the end of this episode. So, let's talk about Favreau and Kaiser. Kaiser and Favreau's backstory has been hinted at since the first episode, constantly hinted at, and we do know that Kaiser and Favreau have had, like, some form of, you know, rivalry between them. They've always argued since the first episode, and Kaiser's always wanted to come after Favreau since the very beginning. Well, in this episode, we find out that the fathers of both of these two characters were once against each other. For instance, the father that we found out about last week that got killed because tribute was stolen from Kaiser's father was killed, hung, because he let tribute get away from the king. He died. And we found out about this, and then Kaiser was upset, and his entire family was disgraced, dishonored, and pretty much he is like a regular civilian, a poor civilian now, and he was forced to become a bounty hunter. That's what happened to Kaiser. Now, on the opposite side of the story, we find out about Favreau's father. Favreau's father was a very kind thief. He was kind of like Robin Hood, for instance. He would go around, steal things, and give, you know, the stuff he gets to the poor. That's what I learned from the story. And to find this out, you find out that Favreau's father was not that bad. A very good man. Even though he stole, it's not right to steal. He was still stealing for the name of giving it to people that needed it more. And that's exactly what the, you know, Favreau's father was trying to do with the tribute when he was stealing it from the king. Now, necessarily, in this entire dispute, when, you know, Favreau's fathers tried to steal tribute, it shouldn't have ended up in the death of, you know, Kaiser's father. It should not have happened like that. It should not have happened. But the reason why it did was because this captain, this pirate captain in this episode, reveals that he set it up, and this demon that got unleashed from these magical items that, you know, Favreau's father was stealing, told him to, you know, set it up to where both sides will die. Now, one, you know, side, you know, Kaiser's father would get hung and die and disgraced, and then you'll have it to where Favreau's entire thief group would get killed. The big question that pops up is, when did this dude talk to this, you know, this captain of this episode? Like, when did this demon talk to him? Because from what I understood from the story, I could be wrong, could be translations, whatever it is, but from what I understood from the story, is that the demon came out of the magical gems. Actually came out of the magical gems and then killed everybody. But from what we learned is that this dude that betrayed, you know, Favreau's father and killed Kaiser's father, he was already in contact with this demon before these events happened. So it makes me believe, like, okay, well, like, who is this demon? And why was he in the gems? Another thing is, we actually get a hint at a certain demon in this episode. Lucifer. I actually talked about Lucifer a little bit last week. I talked about in my last review about how maybe that demon that's floating in that, like, demon fortress could be Lucifer. Well, it's confirmed he's not Lucifer, but he is working for Lucifer. So right there, I like that entire reveal. So now we kind of know one of the main bosses of this series. Now, necessarily, I highly doubt that's the final boss, but definitely going to be a big boss in the series. So, overall, the episode is very good. I enjoyed the episode. Very action-packed for certain scenes. I love the way they used cinematography in this episode once again. The animation looked amazing, especially with the dark atmosphere, with the mist and all that they used on the ocean. That was beautiful. And I love the way the red lines on the characters look. I'm really growing fond of that type of animation style and art style. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, how'd you feel about this week's episode of Shingeki no Bahamut? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.